And the Fairy of Fate called us. She wants her mushroom house back, apparently.
You can have it.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
I've got the giggles now. And it's your fault. Stop doing that. He's giving me the evil eye, and I don't know.
I feel that you have got a lot of sass today, and you need to rein it in.
Okay, I'll try. Right. So, I wanted to make a fairy house from the mushroom mould that we got through the BB Craft haul.
Yep.
And I started off by putting some mica onto the mushroom bits. I don't know what they're called. The mushroom knobbly bits. Spoiler, that doesn't really work, so it's a complete waste of time. But, you know, I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters, isn't it?
Yes.
And more importantly, this is the most important bit. I wanted to put some lights into a mushroom house because I've never put lights into anything apart from normal things.
I like to set a light to a mushroom.
So I bought some lights from Temu.
These are the ones that
These
you put
are
in
the
a
lights.
safe place.
And I put them in a safe place, and then I couldn't find them. And when I say I couldn't find them, I mean I was looking for them for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I could not find them. And then I gave up. We went to Hobbycraft and we bought some more. We got home and I found the lights.
You did?
I literally found them about an hour after we got home. Which was quite amusing. So anyway, the mould that we're using is the mould that we got through BB Craft, and I'm just filling it up with AquaCast because I love AquaCast.
Yeah,
it is beautiful.
Okay.
He's looking at me like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I think it's. I love the stuff.
I like the feel. Yeah.
So I've filled the mushroom bottom up and completely, and I filled most of the lid up. There's a bit left at the top, and there's a reason for that because that's where I'm going to put the lights.
That's a good enough reason.
Theoretically. And then that other sort of tree stumpy kind of mould, I've just covered in brown, gold, dark brown, light brown, lots of different browny colours.
Various browns.
And then I mixed up some more AquaCast and I added some brown, and it looks like
chocolate.
It looks like chocolate. Yeah, melted chocolate. I was thinking baby's nappy, but melted chocolate works too. And of course, I put far too much in, so I made a complete mess of my desk.
It now looks like baby's nappy.
I made a complete mess of my desk. It literally went everywhere because it was quite deceptive.
What was the mess?
The mould was. I thought I needed a bit more, and I really didn't. It was like empty, completely overflowing, and I was like, oh, okay then. So I ended up with a little brown dragon as well, and he's very cute.
I haven't seen that dragon.
Have you not?
No.
What, the little brown dragon?
No.
No, it's because I've hidden it from you, because you steal my dragons.
I don't steal them.
No,
There's
grandchildren
little humans do.
Little humans steal things. They came over at the weekend and they were like, can we have this? Can we have this? Can we have this?
They give you those big eyes like the puss in...
The youngest one, she literally puts her little hands on her cheek. She turns her head to one side and she gives you that little look. And
her eyes double in size.
It is literally from the little cat from Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
From Shrek. That is exactly what that is.
Yep.
Yeah. So whilst that was all drying, I added some green AquaCast into the Christmas tree mould, and I don't remember where I got that one from. I probably got that one from Temu, probably.
More than likely, yeah.
Probably. Excuse me, but that was because we've had that since Christmas in July, and then again I did far too much, so I poured the leftovers into a little tree candle mould, which is
that's the
you put a
hollow
little
one,
you put a little tea light in it, and it's really cute.
Yeah,
and I really like it.
Oh,
So
good job, because we've got loads of them now.
we haven't got loads. We've got 2. We've got 2.
That's loads.
One is downstairs, one is upstairs. It's an upstairs-downstairs tree. It's very posh. So, and then I let all that dry. I don't know why.
You let it dry?
I let it dry. No, I don't know why. We're literally watching it dry. How exciting can you make your videos? Well, we watched AquaCast dry.
Yeah, it's better than paint.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Not if it's your paint. If it's your paint, that's far better. That's far more exciting.
Not if I've done it. If you've done it, it'll take weeks to dry because you just
splodge it all on.
Yeah.
So there's some bad editing on this one, Kirk. Anyway, moving on. I made a trunk for the tree because it wasn't tall enough.
Stump.
So I took some of Kirk's clay.
Yeah.
And I made a nice little solid block with a little bit of armature in it and everything.
You did. I was very impressed to see that.
No, yeah.
It's almost like I gave you the idea.
You didn't give me the idea. Don't you try to take credit for that. You are a little cheater. You did not give me the idea for that. Take it back. Take it back right now.
No.
Yeah. He didn't give me the idea. I had it all by myself.
Uh-huh.
I was very clever.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Anyway, moving on. I then cut some other colours.
Purple. Chocker.
That's a really nice purple because it's got like, it's Fimo, but it's Fimo effect. So it's got glitter in it, which is very cool. And there's Erica making a little
appearance.
A little appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that snow globe went down very well with little humans, didn't it?
It almost left the building.
It almost left the building.
Yeah.
But I said, no, you take that one, you've got to take the snowman. And they went, oh, it's okay
Oh,
then.
hell no. Yeah,
like, no, it's okay then.
Like a hot potato, they put it down.
I was like, that's a little harsh. Anyway, back to this video. So I got the extruder, which is that green thing. And I got the smallest little hole, stuffed some, I answered a thingy online there. And then I just squished out some colours. It was a bit more mustardy than I wanted, but Kirk had used all the nice colours on the snow globe. So I was kind of limited to what I could use. So I just made the best of it. So then I made my don't give me that look. Then I made my clay tinsel. Go around
clay
the tree.
tinsel, yeah.
Clay tinsel, yes. It was actually really enjoyable. I mean, it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not, it's not all that, but I enjoyed making it, and that's all that really matters, isn't it?
Which means, no, look, I think it looks cool.
Oh, well.
I think you did really well.
You would say that, though, because, like, you quite love me, really, don't you?
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
All right. And then the purple, such a nice colour.
Yeah, that's all right as well.
It is. No, it's really nice, but I've got to say, Fimo is such a hard clay. It takes so long. You have to fiddle and fiddle and fiddle and fiddle.
Or do what you did and bash it with a rolling pin.
No, that's coming. Don't. Spoilers. You got to stop with the spoilers.
Why?
Because you've got to leave the intrigue.
It's not a spoiler, it's a teaser.
You've got to leave the intrigue of our videos.
Oh, yeah.
That's what keeps them watching, the intrigue and the suspense.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So this was really cool. So I've got a little end that goes in the extrude. I can't say it now. Extruder, and it cuts it into the shape of a star, which I thought would be perfect. But there's always a downside with these things in that when I was cutting the stars, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but it was squishing them.
I know what you were doing
wrong. So I've
got
slightly deformed stars, but you know what?
No, that looks right.
I thought, I don't care.
Yeah. You're the artiste.
I am the artiste.
You have creative license. If you want wonky stars on your tree, then so be it.
So there might be 1 or 2 wonky stars on the tree, but that was what I used the purple for, so they had to go on. It wasn't, And then I kind of thought, they look a bit rubbish. So they became purple baubles.
Oh,
Well, like art imitating life.
what, turning stars into baubles?
It looking a bit nassy, doing something else completely.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was that. And then that's where I bashed. So I watched a YouTube video. I can't remember who it was. If I remember, I'll pop it in the comments. But she said that when you open up a brand new clay, you have to bash it. So I got my rolly pin and I bashed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Kirk's face was a picture, I'm not going to lie. He was like, what is she doing? She has completely gone nuts. But
it was like one of those.
It generally worked.
Was it Rage Room?
You called me the Exorcist.
Yeah, it was like you were in one of those Rage Rooms where they kick you out and
with clay?
Yeah, but
you just go in in a Rage Room, you just bash clay.
Well, not necessarily clay, but they give you like stuff to.
Anyway, my tree, come on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I put some bacon bond on the stub and then gave it to you, and magically it went away.
It did.
Now, this is the exciting bit. This is me putting lights into the lid of the mushroom. Now, Lula from the Nerdy Goblin or Goblin Nerd, Nerdy Goblin. She, I was talking to her a couple of days before, and she'd done something with lights, and she said it was a lot easier if having the lights on when you UV'd them in. So I thought, I'm going to take that tip on board, and that's what I did. I turned them on, and not going to lie,
I suppose it would make sense because then you can position them properly, and you can see where they're going to end up.
Let's not overstate it, positioning them properly. I just shoved them in where I could get them, to be fair. But no, I wanted them to go around the edge, and that's pretty much where they went. I was very pleased with it, and they went in a lot easier than I thought. Luckily, I found the lights.
I was going to say, because the other lights that we got were about 20 feet long.
Yeah, whenever.
And as soon as we took them out of the wrapper, we went, they're not going to fit.
Yeah, which is why I resumed the hunt for the other lights that magically appeared. But yeah, so
I think we overestimated the size of the mould.
Yeah, because she's a very small fairy of fate, very small.
Okay,
but
I've got nothing.
I don't think she liked me putting lights in it because she broke things after that. Anyway,
there were quite a few things being broken.
Yeah,
but not just by you.
Fairy of fate.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
She went on a rampage.
Yeah, she hates me. So then I mixed up some resin. Now, resin will stick to, well, pretty much anything.
Yep.
Silicone it won't, but that's about it, isn't it?
Yep. AquaCast, hair.
Oh, you stop with the hair. Just let it go.
Let it
go. Ah, don't sing. And then I put in some celestial pixie dust glitter because, can't have no glitter.
You can't have a pixie house.
You can't have a fairy house with no glitter.
Yeah. And
then I put in a little bit of PVA, clear PVA glue, which is essentially Elmer's glue.
Why?
It stops the glitter from sinking.
Oh, okay.
Have you not noticed that every time I use glitter, I put a drop of glue in?
I don't really watch.
Wow.
I'm normally focused on me and doing what I'm doing.
When you say normally, you mean always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that is how pretty it looks.
And this is the demold. Now you have to listen to this.
Couldn't get it out.
It's like an ASMR.
It was a little squeaky. So, yeah, it came out. Now I was a little bit disappointed in the lid.
Why?
So, firstly, some of the UV had slipped down the side of the AquaCast, which wasn't, perfect.
Okay.
And the mica hadn't attached as well as I'd hoped. It had become a bit too pastely, which
Was
I
that
should have known really, because I've used Mica with AquaCast before, and that's what it does. So at this point, I had a very cunning plan, as cunning as a fox that went to Oxford University. Cunning.
to study cunning?
To study cunning. Now, I painted the whole thing white with your paint. No, it wasn't with your paint. It was with
my brush.
It was with your brush. And I have to say, that is quite possibly the longest brush on the planet. Like, that brush is made for some. I'm 5'10". I'm not a short person. I don't have little hands, but that brush was too big for me. That brush was made for Jack's friend. So at this point, I had a cunning plan.
Yeah.
I decided that what I wanted, my vision for this fairy house, I wasn't going to achieve. So I gave it to you.
Yes. Yes,
with a
you
very
did.
specific brief.
Yeah. You said you wanted a wooden door.
Yeah.
And a couple of wooden windows.
Yes. And vines.
And vines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
off to work you went.
Off to it. Yeah.
Hi-ho.
So that is the start of the wooden door.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to do a metal hinge. So I was playing around with a couple of different ideas. It was quite fiddly. Originally I wanted to have one at the top, one at the bottom, and then just like that sort of shape. But that was, I thought it was a little too
big.
It was too thick.
Okay.
So I had to put it through the pasta machine again.
The squisher.
Yeah. The one that you're not allowed to touch because you broke the last one.
I think there's no evidence that I broke it. It was just a coincidence that it broke at the same time I was using it. But I didn't break it. It was a faulty machine.
There was a fault. It wasn't with the machine.
Moving on.
Anyway.
That's going to be my catchphrase, isn't it? Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm going to get t-shirts made. Moving on.
I didn't break it. It just stopped working while I was using it.
That's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. I didn't break it. It stopped working whilst I was using it.
Uh-huh.
Well, it didn't. I mean, it kind of did stop working. It was making a very funny noise when I'd finished using it. Like, before I was using it, it was... And then when I was done, it was like...
I was making a funny noise after you finished using it.
Yeah. You still do.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway,
so
that's a really nice little door. I like that.
So that's the door, and then I did a little door frame. And what I wanted to do was cut out a little bit of the white to make it look like exposed brick. But it wasn't deep enough.
Yeah.
So I rolled another bit out and then just put it around the edge, squished it down a little bit, so it just gave me just that little bit to play around with.
Like a proper little door frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's a really good idea of mine, that was, wasn't it? I think I had such a good...
getting me to do it?
Yeah. Do you not think that was such a good idea? I think it was like, it's up there.
I think you should have done one.
No.
And then I would have done one,
No.
and we could have compared.
No, because I had other things to do.
Like what?
Pink glitter bookmarks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that was a bit of the door. And I was quite pleased with it. So I used a bit of...
Look how much you've used there.
Yeah, but it had to bend around the
if
pot.
I used that much, you'd have had a little hissy fit.
Yeah, but I'm using it, so I'm allowed.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks really good, that.
So
I've done so well with this project.
I tell you, yeah. You there with your little man hands.
Yeah. I am the puppet master.
Oh, is that right, is it?
Yes, my puppet has worked for me.
Make me a wooden door puppet.
It worked.
Yes, it did.
And like,
I can't dispute that.
I'm
It
such
did.
a happy person. Come on, it's like it's Christmas.
I know. It's almost like it's Christmas.
Anyway,
chopped up a load of little brown bits and proceeded to make a window.
Proceeded to.
Yes.
You're not having a police interview. It's a YouTube video. Proceeded.
But I did.
I know. Stop making me laugh. It's supposed to be acting in a professional manner, you know.
Yes, because this is a very serious channel.
Very serious channel.
Yep.
It's informative, educational.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, back to me. I then proceeded to make a second window using the
leftover bits.
The leftover bits from the other window, and then I just use a bit of the clay softener.
Yeah.
Now I did use a bit of alcohol spray.
Yeah.
And I found that it didn't
work as well.
It didn't smooth it down as well. I wasn't.
I think it does it. I just don't think it does it as well.
No. So I tried it. I thought I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just didn't smooth it down enough. So I just left it and then used the proper stuff. And then I'm just doing a bit of detailing just to make it look a bit more like wood.
Yeah.
No,
I think it worked out really well. I think I did a fantastic job.
I think you did. I think you did an amazing job.
And then
once it was cooked,
I thought
it cracked.
It did. But I had an excellent idea at this point. I said, make a vine.
Yeah.
Hide it.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
Bit of bacon bond.
And cure it with the heat gun.
I cured it with a heat gun instead of just chucking it in the oven. Which it actually worked really well.
Yeah, it does. If it's only a little bit. Again, I got that off that channel and I cannot remember the name of the channel.
The one I normally watch.
No, the one I watch. She makes jewellery all the time.
Oh right, okay. I don't know.
I've watched loads. I mean, I'm never going to be able to make the stuff that she makes because she's incredible, but I find it therapeutic to watch. It keeps me company when I'm crafting.
Yeah.
So I will I'll put a link to her channel down below because I just can't remember her name. So yeah, that was the vine. And then after you'd finished this, I had the most incredible idea. And I think you guys will agree with me that this might be the finest of my ideas in this project so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt that it needed a bit more colour.
Yeah.
And my intent was to paint it. That was my intention. I was going to give it like a red top with colours on the mushroomy bits. And I thought that would look really, really nice.
The mushroomy bits.
Excuse me. Yeah, the dobbly bits, bobbly bits. I don't know what they're called. The mushroom bits. You've got the lid, and then you've got the circly bits. That's the mushroom bits.
I know what you mean.
Well then, what are they called?
I don't know.
Give me a word for them. Come on. Proceed to give me a word.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, those bits I felt needed to have some like colour.
Yes.
Very similar to the clay. Well, I'm not going to lie, I was really torn at this point because on the one hand, I thought it was looking really nice at this point. And if I paint it, I could ruin it because, I'm not a painter. But on the other hand, I'd be using your paint. So the humour and the amusement that I would have got from that, it literally would have been like Christmas.
Yeah.
So it was I was really torn. Like, really torn.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, the project won in the end, and I got you to do it. Plus, I think we had a whole bunch of orders come in, so it's like, you'll have to paint it.
There was quite a fair few, yeah.
Yeah, there was.
So
Busy bees. I was a busy bee.
I painted the bits of brick that I exposed.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing it in a rust, but I
don't want a rusty house.
But it came out brown. I didn't like it, so I did it red.
Yeah.
And
I chose the colours, incidentally. It was all very to my specifications. So once again, you were my minion.
Yes. Yes, I was.
If you guys could see his face right now, it's a picture.
It always is a picture.
No, I mean, it's a real picture. It's an oil painting. That's a really nice red. That's a proper mushroom red, that is.
It's more of a, isn't it a toadstool more than a mushroom red?
Well, what's the difference between a toadstool and a mushroom? They're the same things.
No.
What's the difference?
Well, I don't dislike toadstools.
Well, it has to be a mushroom because I put mushroom on the thumbnail.
Okay.
It's a mushroom house.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it.
Oh.
It's my favourite purple, which I insisted was used.
Yeah. Purple flash. Oh, yeah, pearl. It's a pearl one, that one.
Pearl.
Yeah.
Pearl purple.
Metallic.
Beautiful. And then I said you can have whatever colour you want. So shocker, he went for a blue because he's already got the red.
Yeah.
Kirk does everything in two colours, red and blue.
No.
Unless specifically told not to. Unless you are given a very specific set of parameters.
Well.
Correct?
I can't help it. I like blue.
I know.
You do everything in purple.
I don't. Everything has purple in it or on it, but I don't do everything in purple.
Oh, I don't do everything in blue.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's agree to disagree. And just carry on. I must say, with my painting.
Those paintbrushes, the ones that you've got with like the triangle, they're really nice.
They're for like detail.
Yeah, but see, when I said to you, can I have one of your nice paintbrushes? That's what I wanted instead of the giant brush.
No, the question I asked you was, what are you painting? Are you painting something very small, or are you going to do something?
Well, I said I was painting that, and you gave me this. I'm not joking. It was. I've got like a 32-inch screen. It was longer than that.
If I gave you a brush with like one or two hairs on it to paint that, you'd been there for a week.
I'd have enjoyed it though.
Okay.
I wouldn't have struggled with the giant brush. This I found this to be quite traumatic.
Yeah. I just put some glue.
This is where Kirk used his own what's the word?
Creative license.
No, it wasn't, because I said that's what I was going to do. But because I had been a little bit busy that morning, he said, have you done that? And I said, I haven't had a chance yet. And he said, that's okay. And off he disappeared. And then I came up a little while later and I was, the only way that I can describe it is I was in a state of shock for a little while, wasn't I?
I was actually chuckling to myself while I was doing this.
It was touch and go at one point.
I was actually chuckling to myself because I thought, when she sees this, she is going to have kittens.
Here we go. Are you ready? Oh, I just can't watch. I have to look away. I mean, just look. I mean, I don't know what were you thinking? You're crazy, man.
I was actually chuckling. I was thinking,
look, that is such a pretty. I mean, it's the purple pixie as well.
Yeah.
It could have been worse. You could have used my purple prints, and then I'd have had to that would have been.
Yeah, I didn't think it was glittery enough, so.
So we did a whole load more.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
I think I pretty much used most of the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. There will be a delivery arriving after Christmas full of glitter. And you've got no one but yourself to blame.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Bit like the paint delivery.
What paint delivery? We don't need any more paint. We've got loads of paint.
Not anymore. You keep using it.
I haven't. Only a smidgen.
So, so I covered it in glitter.
Yeah.
And I was quite pleased with myself at this point. I was chuckling away quite nicely, thinking, you're gonna see that.
At this point, I'm standing behind you, going, "Don't you dare spill that!"
Yeah.
Like, I am literally breathing down your neck. At this point.
Your eyes are actually burning in the back of my head.
I was like, "Don't you dare drop a speckle of dust!"
I think you had your arms folded and your foot was tapping, and you were like,
I was like, "Look at all that stuff to that paper! What a waste!" I said, "Don't you throw that away? I'll use that." You were like the glitter police.
I know.
Anyway, that's pretty much the project.
Yeah.
And it was just a case of assembling it and popping it all together.
Yep. So sticking it on the wooden thing. And, yeah.
So if you're still with us at this point, thank you so much for listening to us ramble on. We hope you have an amazing Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and
all that shizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.